Hey guys, this is Out of Pace, and this race weekend was 4 races in total, and right now for this race for Catalonia we qualified 4th place, but we will immediately get 3rd place as the Nissan GTR was just vanished in front of us. So race starts right now, and at this point I was revving the 5th gear. Very unfortunate. So guys will overtake me 3 wide at one point, and we will still sit behind both of the AMGs in 3rd place. So we settled in for a bit for this race, and immediately behind us is Porsche. So not the best guys racing, including me, but we had some great racing in this specific race. But we will forward a little bit more as we need something to speak about, not just watch. So Porsche was eager to overtake me, and I will lose the control, and immediately he will bump into me. So that was not the best thing that happened. We lost few positions right there, but still I managed to stay consistent, and we settled in for 3rd place. So really good considering our little accident right there. So next race we are at Silverstone, and we will start the race last again. This race weekend was somewhat mixed. For some we were qualifying good, for some not. So right now trying to maximize that speed through the corner 1 and sitting firmly behind the guys, and through the corner 3 we accidentally hit the Vantage GT3 as he was spun out, and at this point I was trying to calibrate what is going on with the car, trying to say what car can still do, and at this point I was sure that car will not endure the race. It was badly damaged. I couldn't turn into corners, and decided just to abandon the race altogether. So race number 3, Silverstone again, but later, and we were at P13, sitting behind Lexus, and right now we'll try to have some clean start. So bunch of guys, as you can see, can't really tell how much, but somewhat around 20 as always. So right now trying to stay out of trouble, but it somewhat really tends to be hard to do. So right now contact between me and Honda NSX, and we will try to re-enter the track, but doing so we also re-entered with Huracan GT3 and spun. So all of the guys just went past, but we will burn it out, burn the anger out, and we will continue on forward a little bit to this place where we were coming up to Vantage GT3. Not the fastest guys, but you can see a lot of guys out of track, and myself also almost a huge mistake by myself, but we will not get any penalty as a result of that. So right now trying to reel these guys in, so we will slash through Audi, past the spun guys, and we will slash through Vantage 3 as well. So a lot of positions gain considering the spun and the contact. So right now, few corners later, coming up to McLaren and the few guys that are there. So still a lot of people racing, as you can see. There's Audi, there's Honda NSX, that infamous for me. So trying to carry as much speed as I can, because I know these guys tend to lift the throttle too much through this place, and tiny bit of contact with the McLaren. I wasn't waiting for him to really break that hard because you can carry much more speed through the chicane right there. But okay, so Audi right behind us, he was looking at the inside line, but we will not give him. We will carry as much speed as we can, going semi-defensive at some of the corners right there, and trying to also gain position as you have to defend position at the same time. It's pretty hard. So this weekend wasn't really easy for me to maintain my positions. Guys were really aggressive, really going for the positions, and we will try to. And now alongside with the Audi, he will not give me optimum space that I need. As you can see, I was pushed out and lost control and bumped into him. So both of us were out of track. So, but we continued on. He also continued on, and here we come. He had again a little bit of contact with the NSX, and we passed him. So we managed to catch those guys. And right now, my mission is to get at least top 10. I was flashing the NSX to get out of way, because I know he's the slower guy, and he did, surprisingly. So right now, a few laps later, 8 minutes still to go for the race. Sitting behind Audi and McLaren. Not the fastest guys yet again, but still we can manage something with them, I think. Some positions, so they are fighting between themselves, so we have good opportunity to gain some time, and also now trying to get that exit, but we got a lot of oversteer at the exit of the corner, so will not give the optimum grip, and we will not get the fastest speed through the straight. So right now trying to carry as much speed as I can here, but still we were off the track. I think there was some aero damage for my car, so a lot of understeer, but still through the S's we were fast. Through the fastest sweeping corners, we were really not the fastest that we could be. Right now sitting behind Audi, flashing him for him to move away a little bit. Maybe he will move away as NSX did, but no deal, I guess. So we will have to fight for the positions. We will take the inside line, try it, but we backed away. So trying to sit on his nerves firmly, as you can see. And right now here almost a contact, but we avoided it and get alongside, and he will back out, but we had tiny bit of contact with him through the exit of the corner, so we will get the off-track place where we can get ourselves together and continue on the race without a spin. So a few laps later, the McLaren decided to spin out, and so that's the conclusion of the race. 7th place, not the baddest thing, really good result. I'm happy. So next race we try to qualify for Spa race. As you can see, 15 seconds still remaining, and we will try to get this lap in. We will have 2 minutes after the qualifying time ends, but the admin decided to give us only 20 seconds, so that's a bummer. So we will not finish our hot lap for qualifying, and we will automatically sit behind everybody. As you can see, also a bunch of guys just left, and Porsche is waiting for something, I don't know. actually what, but we will kindly take his position and start the race right now. So as I know, there's a bunch of guys in front, all of those guys, so we can get optimum speed through the Arouge and overtake some at least. Slower guys at the back will be afraid to go full send on Arouge, so we will. And you can see automatically we get to the 3 train right here, to the guys, and we will overtake the AMG and get alongside to another AMG, but we will give him space, as you can see here. Trying to stay out of trouble, no kisses, no knock-knocks. So right now, keeping myself calm, getting alongside the AMG here, and we will somewhat get the outside overtake done. So right now, next guy to catch is Nissan GTR. So this guy was a little bit harder to catch as he made fewer mistakes, but he has some habits to not go full speed on Blanchimont here and also on Arouge. So I already know I will get the position done on him. So he was going wide in braking zone, deep in braking zone, so will not get alongside, but I will try to get the drag race go. But still I decided to back out and go for undercut right here, and we will get alongside right now to Nissan GTR, and we will get the drag race 1 and entering in Arouge full speed and catching up to other guys that come up next, and it's McLaren, and we will try to reel him in this lap, as otherwise we have a lot of time lost. So 10 guys still are up there to catch. We are sitting in 10th place right now, so 9 guys, but we can overtake at least 4 still, as you can see. A lot of time still for the race, 11 minutes. So right now, watching what kind of mistakes McLaren is doing, trying to keep up with him, and there's still a lot of time for me to really work out what is his weakness, what is his strengths. So right now I know exits are weaknesses, and hopefully we can get alongside through this sequence of corners, and we will. It's a drag race for Blanchimont. Still a lot of positions to gain, so we have to fight early if we can. So he will back out for Blanchimont, and we will go flat out. So slicing through the guys once again, braking really on optimum braking zone. But lap later, what happened is I lost the control at the bus stop chicane, and all of the guys that I overtook are now in front of me once again. So yet again, really unfortunate. Consistency this race weekend was not there for the Bentley team. So a few laps later, still we have 3 minutes left, so there's 3 guys that we can overtake. So right now one guy was in Arouge barrier, decided to collide. So right now we will maybe gain the outside line, and yep, he will give us outside line. So we will try to overtake the McLaren through the outside. So automatically we have inside on this one and yet again outside, and we will capitalize, have much more speed carrying through the sequence of corners. So right now, next victim is Nissan GTR, the slowest guy through the fast sweeping corners, but not making that many mistakes. So right now, a lap later, through the Arouge, we were much faster than the Nissan GTR. Actually, we went full send, full speed through the Arouge, and we will get firmly behind and ultimately alongside, outside line yet again, and he will go deep on brakes, and we will perform undercut right there, and ultimately we get inside line for the last corner here, and we will have tiny bit of contact with the Nissan GTR, and entering the braking zone, McLaren hit the Nissan GTR pretty hard on the doors. So right now we got our 10th position secured. Considering all the mistakes, I think I would have had somewhat around 5th or 4th place, maybe 7th, yeah, I don't know, but it's always a wonder what could have happened, but I think best of the things that could have happened did happen. So right now this will conclude this video. 4th race, 10th place. I'm happy. I hope you enjoyed this race weekend. Was pretty fun for me, so if you liked it, press like and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye.